Well. Welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Watch UK99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. So, we are here to do another Sporcle quiz. So, we've done a couple of these already. People really do seem to be enjoying them. So, what we're doing, we go to the quiz website Sporcle. They got quizzes about just about any topic that you would ever want to think of. And they got quite a few quizzes on the New York Jets. So, today's quiz. This one's going to be an interesting one. So we're going to go to the decade of the 2010s, and there are 9 different categories. And what we got to do is guess the season leader for each year during the 2010s for all 9 of those categories. Of course, there will be a link to the quiz in the description so you can play along. Let's see how I do. Let's see how you do. And let's take our best shot at this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the quiz up right now. And there we go. Okay, hope everybody can see this. So we have 6 minutes, only 6 minutes to get 90 answers here. All right, so the 9 categories really quick: passing yards, rushing touchdowns, receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. So we're going to have to think a lot of receivers here. And then on defense, tackles, sacks, and interceptions. So we're going to play this for 10 minutes. Let's see how we do. So start right now. All right, so let's try the quarterback. So Mark Sanchez would be the first one that comes to mind. Geno Smith, very good. How about Ryan Fitzpatrick? I know he had a couple of years. Yep. I think Josh McCown. There we go. And then I think Sam Darnold would have been after that. Very good. All right, so we knocked that out. All right, let's go to rushing. Looks like, let's see, 2010. So that's the Rex era. So LaDainian Tomlinson, looks like that is a good one. There we go. All right, Sean Green. I know he's got to, I think he's got to be there. Yep, good amount of Sean Green. Okay. Chris Ivory. There we go. Yeah, Chris Ivory definitely giving us some over there. Okay, so 16, 17, 18, and 19. So then who came along after that? I don't think Breece Hall was, Breece Hall obviously wasn't there yet. Matt Forte was there. I wasn't sure, but he was. Okay. Isaiah Crowell. Got him too. All right. So rushing yards, rushing touchdowns. So 772 and 789, and then 5 touchdowns and 3 touchdowns. Not exactly impressive. Yeah, Jets were definitely going through a lot of running backs this time. We'll come back to that. All right, receptions. All right, Braylon Edwards. There we go. Santonio Holmes. Plexico Burris. Not there. Jeremy Curley. Yeah. There you go. Let's see. Dustin Keller. Can't forget the tight ends. Although in Jets history, it's very easy to do that. Eric Decker came along in 2014. I'll bet you he's got a little bit there. There we go. All right. Then Brandon Marshall would be 2015. He pretty much owns that. Robbie Anderson came along there. Okay. Is Rashad Perriman in this thing? I wouldn't think so. All right. 2019. Receiving yards. Tight ends. These are some bad offenses. Ryan Griffin, no. I'm thinking tight ends. Brown, no. Dan Brown, I was thinking of. I don't think it's Derek Mason. No. Jericho Cotchery? Nope. All right, we'll come back to those. Man, I'm almost halfway out of time. This is going fast. All right, Muhammad Wilkerson. Let's go through the Sons of Anarchy. David Harris. Thank you very much. Damon Harrison, no. Sheldon Richardson. Yep, he had a few. Jordan Jenkins, I see down there. Henry Anderson. Okay. Let's see. Leonard Williams. There we go. Also Marcus Williams, Marcus Gilchrist. Throw on Marcus Gilchrist again. You never know, but that didn't quite work out. Okay. All right, let's pull this down a little bit lower. All right, sacks, 2010. Bart Scott. This was not a time the Jets got a lot of sacks. Calvin Pace. No. Brian Thomas. 2010 we got. So this is right at that time when it started to go downhill. CJ Mosley on tackles. He's got to be. No. Wow. I'm sure CJ Mosley would have been on that, but I guess it didn't work out. All right, interceptions. I know Darrelle Revis didn't have a lot. Nope, not on the list. Antonio Cromartie, there you go. Oh my gosh, Dwight Lowry. Antonio Allen, he always had a few. Nope. Johnson, yeah, Tremaine Johnson, yeah. I know he was terrible, but he did get some interceptions. Buster Screen, only 69 out of 90 so far. Dang. Yeah, I definitely don't rehearse these. Okay. I feel like I should be able to get a little bit more on defense here. Jason Babin, no. Elam, no. We got the quarterbacks down, but everything else, yeah. So that's, yeah, 17. It's funny how I remember the early 2010s better than the later 2010s, but pretty forgettable era of Jets football, isn't it? Yeah, 17 and 19 got me right now. So that early Sam era. Oh, gosh. Minute 10 to go. Yeah, my mind's kind of all over the place right now looking at these. Taylor Pace. Scott. Oh, Sean Ellis? No. Abraham was obviously gone. Can't be Copels. Yeah, Quinn Copels, 5.5 sacks. Wow. All right, got 2012 sacks down. That's 70 out of 90. 35 seconds. This is tough. This is tough. Oh, was there a safety? Wait, Jamal Adams. No. Marcus May? Wow, Terrence Brooks. 2 interceptions. Pierre Desir, that's for Nick Shine. No. 5 seconds left. Man, oh man, this was rough. This was a tough quiz. I didn't know it was going to be this rough. So, all right, let's see who we missed. Bilal Powell, Le'Veon Bell. Yep. Okay. Leaders in rushing yards and receptions. Jermaine Kearse. I thought of Jamison Crowder earlier before I did the quiz. I should have thought of Crowder. Yeah, he was definitely Darnold's go-to target in 2019. That one I should have had. Receiving touchdown, Stephen Hill. If you told any Jets fan that Stephen Hill once was tied for a season lead in touchdown receptions, nobody would believe it. Jeff Cumberland, never liked him at all. Quincy Enunwa, yeah, makes sense. Shame the injuries ruined him. Aaron Maben in sacks. Demario Davis, yep, there you go. Wow, Avery Williamson, yep, he was a good middle linebacker for when he was healthy. James Burgess, look at these names: Jaquan Jarrett, Darren Walls, Neville Hewitt, who became kind of a journeyman in the league. I mean, yeah, some of these names were difficult. I mean, I'm upset I didn't get Crowder. And I guess Demario Davis as well. Outside of that, I can't say I'm overly upset with how I did. All right, let's look at the overall stats. So I got 79%, and the average score on this is only 55%. So yeah, most people getting about 45 to 50 correct. All right, so let's see. Let's see where I did well. So Le'Veon Bell, yeah, so right here in the middle, 64% got him. I did not. Okay, and then Bilal Powell. A lot of people got a lot of people got Crowder. Half the crowd got Crowder. I did get Quinn Copels. Not many people got him, but most of the ones that I missed, a lot of people missed as well. I mean, Jaquan Jarrett, Darren Walls, James Burgess, Aaron Maben, Neville Hewitt, Jeff Cumberland, Jermaine Kearse. Yeah. Man, yeah, some of these I feel like I could have had, but this would be a very, very difficult quiz to ace. Really, no doubt about it. All right. Well, hey, everybody. I'll tell you what. Thanks very much for playing along. So let's see how you do. Check the quiz out. I'll have the link in the description. Everybody, have a great rest of your day. Check us out Wednesday night, 6 p.m. for the weekly live show. And I will see you all right back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair. See you later, everybody.